Hi everyone, and welcome back to another series of Learn at Home with Mrs. Jones. This week we are going to focus on writing again, but instead of writing our personal narrative, by the end of the week we are going to write our own how-to booklets. Now, a how-to book is when we teach someone how to do something following step-by-step instructions. You've probably seen this type of writing before when you have either cooked something with maybe your mom and dad. You may have followed a recipe where they start with all the ingredients and then they show you how to make something, and sometimes it even has pictures with it. You also might have seen this type of writing before if you've gotten something in the mail, or maybe you've gotten a piece of furniture that you had to go ahead and build. It will show you each step along the way so that you can build that piece of furniture in the end. If you've ever built any Legos before, then while that might not have any words, that is still a procedural how-to type text because it shows you illustrations of how to do each step. That's going to be our goal this week. So let me show you how to write our how-to books. Today for our first lesson, what we need to do is we need to brainstorm some of the things that we are really good at. There are some things that I know how to do really well that I would love to be able to teach others. And just because I know how to do that doesn't mean that you do. And I'm sure you know a lot of things that I don't know how to do either, and you could teach me how to do them. So to help brainstorm, I actually made this sheet here, and it has 4 different categories. And we are going to think of at least one thing inside each category that we know how to do really well. If your mom or your dad has a printer at home, go ahead and pause this video, and down in the link in the description, you can print out this brainstorming sheet. If you don't have a printer, don't worry at all because you can just get any blank piece of paper and try to split it up into 4 boxes. Let me zoom you in and we will complete this together. Okay, right behind me is the how-to sheet, and it says right here, blank knows how to. The 4 different categories we are going to think about are what we know how to do at school, what we know how to do outside, what we know how to do at home, and what we know how to do in the kitchen. So first I need to go ahead and write my name right here. Mrs. Jones knows how to. Now let's think. At school, what were some things I knew how to do at school? I know that as a teacher, I could read stories in front of the whole class. And I know that sometimes people feel really nervous about that, so I think I could teach someone how to do that really well. So read a story in front of the class. Now, some things you might know how to do. You might know how to get ready for morning meeting. There might be a recess game that you play outside with your friends that you could teach someone else how to do. Let's move to outside. Some of the things I like to do outside is I actually used to play basketball for a long time, and basketball is one of my favorite sports, and I could definitely teach someone how to play basketball. I also, when I was younger, my papa used to take me fishing all the time. So I think I could teach someone what supplies they need and teach them how to go fishing. You write that down. So play basketball and go fishing. Let's see, you might know how to play all sorts of sports that I don't know how to play, and I would love if you could teach me how to play different sports. You might know how to do a handstand or a cartwheel or something like that that you might do outside, or go on a hike. Or what else could you do? Oh, if it's snowing, you might know how to build a snowman or a snow fort. That would be cool. Now at home, I have been home a lot lately, so some of the things that I really know how to do, I can build some Legos. I talked about that a little bit before, how those Legos have you follow instructions, but I've actually made some things on my own that I could teach you how to make. I've been doing Legos a lot with my boys Theo and Calvin, and I could definitely teach you how to build some Legos. Another thing I've been doing a lot is painting, actually. We would get some white paper, and I have all these watercolor paints, and I've been creating some really beautiful things with my boys, and I think I could teach someone how to paint. I'm gonna write that down. Think about some things that you've been doing a lot while you have been home. What are some things you could teach others how to do? Maybe you've been playing a board game that you really love and you could teach someone else how to play, or a card game. Maybe there is something in your room that you've been doing that you could teach someone how to do. Think about it and write it down in the at-home category. Now, last is in the kitchen. There are so many things we make in the kitchen on a day-to-day basis that you might be able to teach someone how to do. I've been making a lot of scrambled eggs for breakfast, and I love eggs. I could definitely teach someone how to make scrambled eggs. Now, I also cooked a banana bread the other day that was so yummy. I would love to be able to teach other people how to make this banana bread. Is there something that you have cooked at home lately, maybe with your parents or just by yourself? Maybe you've made a sandwich or a bowl of cereal. Maybe you know how to make the best bowl of cereal. Or chocolate chip cookies. Anything else that you've been making, try to think of what you know how to do in the kitchen. Now, that might not just mean cooking. Maybe your job, one of your chores, is to empty the dishwasher or to clean off the table. That's something you could probably teach someone else how to do. All right, so your job is to go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and brainstorm and write down at least one thing in each category that you know how to do well. So well that you could actually teach others how to do it too. When we meet tomorrow, we are going to go ahead and pick just one of those things from our brainstorming sheet to actually write a how-to book about. So go ahead and complete the sheet, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.